Hi guys, and welcome to Italy, where we are looking at Sassuolo and why you should choose them to be your Italian career mode. The first reason you should choose Sassuolo is the sheer potential of their players. Berardi, Mulder, Locatelli, Traore and Boga all are more than good enough to be Champions League level players. You can get them into the same team at the same time because they're all in different positions. You've got a DM, two wingers and an attacking midfielder. So if you manage to sign another promising defensive midfielder, such as maybe King Tonali after a season, you've got a midfield that will be good enough for the Champions League, while only buying one player, and is really quite a good balanced team. You've got two good defensive midfielders, Traore is very good on the ball, and I think everyone's used Berardi at some point, whether on Ultimate Team or in their own career mode, because he's been around for what seems like years. You also have the freedom to sign a striker. They don't have a particularly great one. He's got 79 potential. He's getting a bit old. He's already 79 rated, so it's all downhill from here. But again, they've got a young player called Raspadori who's only 64 rated at the moment, but he could also get into the low 80s if you use him as the striker. My second reason I think you should use Sassuolo as your team is their kit. It's very unique, dark green and black stripes. They're one of the many teams in Italy that have a real kit, only Roma and Juventus don't. But I think it's one of the most unique kits in football. Third reason I think you should use Sassuolo is their current start to the league is unbeaten after 7 games. Only Milan are ahead of them, but Sassuolo have won 4 and drawn 3 of their first 7. So far, Caputo has 5 goals in 6 games, Berardi has 3 goals, 2 assists in 6 games, and Djurcic has 3 goals in 5 games. Emulating this start might be tricky for you on FIFA 21, but it's a challenge that is fairly easy to do. My third reason is the existing squad filler players that they have. You might know Kumar Babakar if you've been as into Football Manager as I have for the last 10 years. You'll know Domenico Berardi, because he was one of the highest rated young players in the world at one point. You'll know Pedro Obiang from playing for West Ham, and you'll probably remember Vlad Chicheras playing for Tottenham a few years ago. My fourth reason you should use Sassuolo is this is currently their centenary anniversary. That means they've been in football for 100 years. They were founded in July 1920, so this season is important for Sassuolo. My final reason you should pick Sassuolo for your team is the history. This is the best they've ever done. They've spent years in Serie D as recently as 1998. They got promoted to Serie C around 2006, Serie B in 2008, only making it to Serie A in 2013, where they've been ever since. They don't even play at their home stadium because they're such a small team that only has a capacity of 4,000. They play at Reggiana, who are another Serie C team's stadium, but despite this, they're still, like I said, in second place in Serie A after 7 games. They have a massive army of youth players out on loan, as most Italian teams do, so having an extensive youth academy isn't too unrealistic either. One of the downsides of picking Sassuolo is that none of their rivals are in the game, as well as Serie B not being in the game, so you will only be facing the same 20 or so teams each season for as long as you carry it on. But I think these are only minor drawbacks in the grand scheme of things. Despite having a city with a population of half of Inverness or Bath in the UK, Sassuolo are in prime position to become a key force in Italian football. If you have any other reasons you think I should use Sassuolo or any other teams, please let me know, especially if it's one that's close to your heart. I would be interested in learning more about teams. If you like the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing, but for today's video, that's it. Thanks, bye.